Hi, I'm Tapas Fleming, and I really appreciate all of you who wrote to me and told me your questions recently. So I was reading through all of them, and there was a repeating question that took form in different ways that's basically, oh my gosh, I'm so stuck, what do I do about it? So I wrote down those questions, and I've got some tips for you. So the first one was how to heal, overcome relationship patterns. So my first tip is to be truly honest with yourself about what you are experiencing and what you're feeling in that relationship. That is going to help guide you about what to clear up, because you're going to notice in yourself what's going on. Another thing is to do TAT about all the things about the relationship that you don't like in the other person, about times you've ever been that yourself, times you've ever been uncaring, abusive, unkind. So even though you don't have to think about what were all those times, you just make that intention that you're doing your TAT work, including all those parts of yourself that were ever that way. So you've got both sides in what the work is that you're doing. You've got the side of you as, oh, I'm being so mistreated, and you've got the side of, oh, times I mistreated other people exactly that same way. Okay. And then just notice what repeats in the relationship and do TAT about that. Here's another question. It's challenging for me to be friends with a man I would like to be with who loves me and doesn't want a relationship. I have many times gravitated toward men like this. So my first tip is don't pretend. Don't say to yourself, well, I know if he just changes a little bit, it's gonna work out. Or maybe when he leaves the relationship he's in, he says he loves me, and then he's really going to be with me. Don't pretend. Look at the relationship and go, am I really happy right now? If not, okay. Oh yeah, look at the relationship and look at what it's bringing up for you, like things you're afraid of, like people always leave me, or I'm really at the core unlovable. Just whatever's being kicked up in your mind, you just need to take a little bit, be quiet, and notice what's going on inside, and do TAT about that. Yeah, include your ancestors and your family, because we're just repeating family patterns whether we want to or not. It's like, it's like we're just tuned into things that our people in our families and ancestors did. We have an open channel, and unresolved stuff of theirs just keeps informing us, and we keep living it out and living it out. So when you do that first intention in the beginning, really make the intention, yeah, I'm including my family, my ancestors. And if you have any feeling like, well, how can that really happen? Then do TAT about that, oh, I can't really include my ancestors, I don't know how it all works, and blah, blah. Any blah, blah, blah like that, include it in your TAT so that you just have the feeling like, I don't know how it works, but I know it's possible. That's all you need to have, is just that it's possible. Here's a nasty one to deliver. Allow yourself to end the relationship and feel bad. Just like go, I'm not really happy right now. I'm happy in my imagination of what would be like if he changed. And if he treated me like I want him to, but go, I'm not happy right now, and allow yourself to end the relationship and feel bad, and then do TAT for the parts of yourself that are feeling bad. and you'll get through it quicker. Here's another one. One of you wrote me, I feel like I'm always an 8 out of 10 on anxiety scale. Like it just keeps coming at me without a pause to breathe. So do TAT talking to all the parts of you that are feeling anxious. Physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional. Include all those parts when you're doing your TAT work. And include the parts of you that don't get a pause to breathe. Include that you're talking to those parts. Then do it again about whatever parts still feel anxious. It might be your heart just feeling like, or you're feeling like, oh, I just can't really breathe, or your neck feels tight, whatever. Include talking directly to those parts. Your heart, your lungs, your neck, include them in. Do TAT and then see what's left. Do you still feel anxious even this much? Then talk to whatever part is left, that little tiny bit, and go through the whole thing again until there is nothing left. And take heart in the fact that whatever you've done stays done. Okay. Here's another. One of you wrote me this. Stuck in what feels like a matrix of permanent ongoing trauma. Ooh. Everything feels intermingled and it's very difficult to uproot. Okay, so my first tip to you is be patient. You can clear one big trauma or you can clear a bunch of traumas at the same time if it just feels to you like you can. Just try it. And if there's anything left, then do TAT about what's left, or in the middle of doing it. If one of those traumas just starts yelling at you and takes all of your attention, then just do TAT about that. Oh yeah, keep a journal, because when you're in the middle of a big old mushy mess like that, it's hard to feel like you're making progress. But if you write about it, you can see it. Well, this piece that really did stress me out is no longer stressing me out. You can say, that is actually done. And that'll give you encouragement to keep going. Make big old wow statements. Like, wow, this just keeps clearing up so easily and I'm feeling actually better every day. Or, wow, my life as a big intermingled mess of trauma is a thing of the past and I can actually be present and feel great right now. And whatever else you want, whatever would be like wow for you. And then when you're doing your TAT work, also include the parts that feel that everything feels intermingled and it's very difficult to uproot. So include the parts that are experiencing that in your TAT work. I'm going to say again, just be patient, just keep doing it. You're going to feel better and better. Okay, and another person wrote, how can TAT heal this when the source is outside myself and getting away isn't an option? And how do I deal with family narcissists, emotional manipulators, and energy vampires? So do TAT on behalf of all the parts of yourself that want to get away and they're feeling frustrated or angry or trapped in this situation. That's your first thing. And then also include all the parts of yourself that have ever been a narcissist, an energy manipulator, or an energy vampire. And the nice thing about TAT, one of the nice things, is we don't have to identify what those parts are or when we ever did it. You just make the intention, I'm including all of those. All the things that drive you crazy about all those people around you, include all the parts of you that were ever that way, ever, ever. Also, remember to include the parts of your body that are feeling frustrated, upset, stressed, whatever they're feeling stuck in this situation. And also make big, wonderful wow statements like, wow, I can be myself and be peaceful in the midst of all of this stuff going on. And, wow, other people's responses and actions really pretty much have nothing to do with me. That's them. And whatever else feels like a fabulous wow statement for you. So I hope these tips are going to help you out. And again, it is so nice to hear directly from you about what you want, what you need, what your questions are. Thanks again for writing to me. And see you next time.